Welcome to Chris Parkin Shooting Sports. Today I'm out with the Sunwayfoto T3650CM carbon fibre shooting tripod. Stick with us and I'll be giving you my honest review of the functions, features, manufacturing standards and how good this is to use. The tripod's supplied in this nice Cordura bag, and there's an accessory pocket on the side with some items we'll cover in a moment. Handle on top to carry it, and you get a shoulder strap too. So flip it over and let's take it out and have a look. And this is it. So that is the standard tripod as it starts out, and it's 57 centimeters folded length. We've got a lever here to adjust the ball head and various other controls which we'll go through in a moment, but that is the fundamental status of it. Standard's got rubber feet in it, but it is supplied with steel feet. So if I just pop one of these steel feet out the bag just to show you it, that is hardened stainless steel. It's a very well machined, nice item. Spins in there on super clean, smooth threads, and with a hole through it so we can just nip that up with an Allen key to make sure it's super tight. That's surface dependent on what you're going to use it on. Probably on grass today I might use that, but the rubber feet do grip well, especially on hard surfaces. Other items in the side pocket that are supplied as standard, you get all the Allen keys you need to adjust and maintain the tripod. You got a small cleaning cloth, more Allen keys, additional thread adapters. That goes from 3/8 down to 1/4 inch UNC, which is the smaller camera size. So that's a spare head, because these spare heads, we'll show you in a moment, work in addition to how everything goes along. There's also a hook in here which you can spin on the underside and add additional weights if you want to hold the tripod securely down and hang them off it. We'll show that again in a moment. There's an ARCA plate there. You can add that to any accessory you want, but this is probably original from the fact it's photographic gear. That's not a bad thing though, because photographic gear is good gear. The steel feet are supplied with a rubber washer, so will not vibrate loose, and once tensioned in place, cannot be lost accidentally in the field. The rubber feet also have a similar rubber washer for the same reason. Protective neoprene cases are supplied with accessories to prevent damage. So as it comes out of the packet, that's 57 centimeters long. If we click these all the way out, regardless of how far the legs are extended, and fully open those out, this to the base here will actually stand just 8 to 9 centimeters off the floor, and with the ARCA head on it, that raises to about 13 centimeters. Now fully vertical, with the legs locked fully down and fully out, we actually get 160 centimeter overall height with a 25 kilogram holding weight. Now watch how fast it is to set these legs up. Bare weight of the tripod is 2.1 kilograms. You can actually hear the air drawing in and out of the tubes because it's so well made, and the precision of it and the build standards are excellent. So those just all rotate to lock, and that's it. Now as you can see, that's a little bit tall for me, but I did say about the previous smaller 4-leg section model, it wasn't quite tall enough for my friends who are taller than me. My friend Dave, who's behind the camera now at 6'3", found the other one too short. This is now too big for me, but watch how quickly I can adjust this. And that's done. I've not got to try and hook my thumb under any kind of lever or anything. These are all rubberized, the carbon fibre tubes are all smooth, so you get a solid lock there and no restriction at all to the ease of sliding the tubes in and out from each other. You can see here the bubble level, and these are the leg locking latches which give you the 3 angles of position on the legs. Now the head will take both Picatinny and ARCA Swiss rails, and it's quick release with an adjuster on the side, so you can set that up exactly to the specifications of your gun. If it's an ARCA Swiss or a Picatinny, it should be pretty much standard, and to be fair, I haven't actually had to adjust this at all since it came out of the box. Now to operate the ball head, you've got a simple adjustable lever there which will lock it, unlock it and move it around. But here's the thing that really surprised me, and I quite liked this. This is all camera gear, remember. There's nothing wrong with it being camera gear, because camera gear is good gear. It's all about how well it's adapted to the shooting requirements, and this one has been well thought out. Now, if I just leave that out the way there, I don't need it for the moment. Can you see here, we've got a locking toggle, so I can rotate that. But watch this, if I flick that out, the whole head comes out. You actually get a spare base section with a 3/8 adapter on it, so you can add other heads, and it's literally as easy as that to take them out, pop them in, swap them around. But of course, you don't need to move anything in use, because that lever there will give you both up-down movement and full 360-degree rotation. This is a Sunwayfoto 3650, and I could just click straight in there, and I'm on there with a quick release, and I've immediately got full control from a standing position. And that's the adaptability and great factors about the ARCA-Swiss rail. Also, of course, you can move the rifle fore and aft to where it's most comfortable for you, as well as right in here to adapt to perfect balance point. On the back side here, you can see there's another 3/8 adapter, and that allows you to put other camera accessories on board, which are all standard around those threads. So, if you don't have Picatinny or ARCA-Swiss rail on your rifle, you can buy the additional head. Now this is a saddle clamp, and unlike all the sort of aluminium steel pressed ones that are all folded from pieces, this is fully machined from 6000 series aluminium. And most importantly, all the fasteners within, all the bars within that it runs on are all stainless steel, and there are opposing threads that run within each other, one of which is an Acme thread to give you super smooth transit while carrying high load. That is how easily this adjusts, and I've been using this for a month and it hasn't got sticky or anything yet because everything's been machined so smoothly. Everything's hard anodized and matte black, and it really is pleasant to use. I was genuinely delighted when I opened the packaging of this item, and it tells you on the back here the opening dimensions are 1 to 2.6 inches. Lock that back in place with the gun in and you're good to go. So this rifle is not going in on a Picatinny rail or an ARCA-Swiss. I just drop it in there, spin that into place, tighten it in, and that is now super stable and exactly where I want it to be. So I can just line up and make my shot. I've got axial twist on the rifle and just lock it off. I can line it up how I like. My thumb down here is just controlling the single lever, which I can orient exactly where I want it, and I'm locked in on target there at 200 meters away. It's stable. I can move it slightly if I press on it, and of course you can adjust the tension as you like it to suit the weight of your gun. I'm going for sort of just ahead of center balance point with this rifle. Here you can see the detail of the quick release lever on the ARCA-Swiss or Picatinny fittings. The gun clamp head has ARCA-Swiss rail below with standard 1/4 inch or 3/8 threads. There are end stop bolts fore and aft so it can't slide out, and then just place it in the rail and lock it down. The quality of thread cutting is exceptional. That's how smoothly they run, and that means with such little amount of friction, when you're clamping the gun in place, you can feel exactly what's going on and you know you're not crushing anything. The best way to orient tripod sticks wherever possible is with 2 feet towards you and the front foot away, so that as the gun recoils slightly and the weight comes off the front foot, everything comes back straight into the shooter, rather than if you were sideways like this, shooting that way, the recoil would cause the tripod to kick off to one side or the other, which is undesirable. But if I go back with the front foot pointing toward the target, wherever possible, recoil brings it back straight. The overall platform diameter is 81 millimeters. Overall weight of the tripod is 2.1 kilograms. Maximum load capacity is 25 kilograms. Adjusting the tripod really is that quick and simple. You get great grip and a secure hold from literally a 1/4 turn or less of the rubber collars around the legs. I love the ability to release and move the ball head with just the operation of your thumb on your left hand, or if you're a left-handed shooter, the tips of your fingers for a right-hander. You can of course orient rotation wherever you want it and feel most comfortable with the lever control. If you take the weight off the rifle, you can click these catches out and that gives you the 23, 55 or 85 degrees. Now, if I let that go there, so you've got 85 degrees there, 55 there, 23 there. Now, most importantly, all these aluminium components are extremely well machined and they've all got stainless steel fasteners, and the catches themselves don't just bear on a small tooth at the top, they go all the way through the socket to make sure that that is a completely secure positional control. It's interesting to note Sunwayfoto offer a 6-year warranty. Here you can see the height difference between the T3650CS versus the T3650CM. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed some of the details I've been able to give you about this tripod. I'm very impressed with it. You'll have heard me call things photo gear quite frequently. Now, photographers themselves can be very, very demanding of their equipment, far more demanding on occasion than shooters, and especially when you talk about filmmakers. The fact that this isn't a fluid head doesn't matter, because I don't really need to pan smoothly to make shots, which is what fluid head's ideal for. I need to be able to move the rifle quickly and lock it in position. The fact there's a slight amount of friction to allow me to correct my aim point is adjustable through tension of this. The standard of build quality and manufacture on this tripod has actually surprised me quite fiercely. I've seen quite a few of these sorts of products which aren't very impressive when it comes to it, especially in terms of where the carbon fibre and aluminium are bonded together, and through significant temperature change of summer and winter, those bonds have come away so easily and had to be repaired. This one's gone through some significant temperature variation and it's actually freezing conditions today, and there is no loss of integrity from manufacture at all. Nothing squeaks, nothing needs oiling, everything remains locked down, and as always I've got easy control operation from everywhere I ask it for. This is one of those products that has made me I'm a little bit beyond speech on it, because nothing has disappointed me, and so often it's about finding an item that does disappoint me to pick and critique something on. The only thing I would say is I'd quite like to put an ARCA Swiss rail on this rifle so I can use it without the tripod clamp itself, but of course the clamp mechanisms do make it a lot easier to use sporting rifles in tripods such as this. And although there are two models available from Sunwayfoto, this is the heavier of the two, there is a lighter version as well. What you do find is that these suit the sedentary shooting rather than dynamic and active hunting. Having said that, I've been using the lighter one a lot because it literally picks up, walks around with me at less than 2 kilos weight. And of course, if you want to just take hands off rifle and leave well alone, well, that remains exactly where you left it with no messing at all. I do still prefer quad sticks for dynamic hunting situations, especially when you're on foot traveling light, but in more sedentary positions, especially things like foxing where I'm in a fixed location waiting for the action to start, I love this kind of unit, and I have to say the Sunwayfoto has impressed me more than any other. Well, thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe and please comment. I've been very impressed with this product and I'm going to put a lot more information about it in the description box down below. And don't forget, your comments and your feedback are what inspire me to make more films for you guys. So, thank you for watching. Bye for now. Dave, can you repeat what you have just said about those sticks? Given the fact that Dave spent a decade as an apprentice engineer, I have a degree in engineering.
It didn't take me that long to pass.
He's, well, to be fair, yeah, it did take him a while to pass. But right, Dave, can you just repeat the comment you just made, which I thought was most pertinent about those sticks?
That's a product that has been designed by an engineer, not an accountant.
And that says it all, really, says the gruff Yorkshireman who spent 5 years as an engineering apprentice in his youth. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.